All right, now earlier days, like we get to know what is the function of the operating system, or like why actually the operating system is there. And I told you it's the most important software that you can find in your computer or find it on your device, which connects all other components together, right? So that is why we are calling this operating system as a platform where everyone can meet, right? So we talk about that the operating system is helping for application softwares to run on it, and users can use the application software then after, and as well as user can interact with the operating system as well as other system softwares like utility softwares, the language translators are dealing with the operating system as well as the hardware to give a better performance or like a better outcome to the human users or the users who are going to use it, right? So what are the types of operating systems that we have, right? So here in your book, they have introduced you some major operating systems, right? So like, yeah, Tesandu, I'll show you the macOS, how it is, what is the appearance of it. And have you people watched the Windows 11 introducing video? I'm going to show it today, right? I think some of you may have seen it, the features. So anyway, I'm going to show it to you as well, right? Let's see, right? Okay, so first they are talking about the Microsoft Windows operating system. So it is provided by the well-known company, the Microsoft Corporation, right? So the Bill Gates is the prime owner or like the major shareholder of that, right? And it is been managed by several different people, but Bill Gates comes first when it says Microsoft, right? And again, it is a licensed software, so we have to pay for the operating system to get installed into our computer, right? And in Sri Lanka, there are many pirated copies are being used, like for a so long time, but in other countries as well as the reputed institutes in Sri Lanka are using the licensed version of the Windows for their purpose, right? So Windows, like back then, it was started with 98 or like way before that. You are having Windows MS-DOS as the very first operating system, which is introduced by the Microsoft disk operating system. Then with the time being, now it is been advanced to Windows 11, right? So I'll show you how this Windows have been evoluted over the period, right? So again, from the starting point up to today, Windows is something that you have to pay and take, or you have to purchase, right? Which is a licensed software. So like we can't use it for free. We have to purchase it. Same comes with the Mac OS or the by simple terms, Apple operating system or iOS, right? When it comes to the laptop devices, the desktop devices of the Apple Incorporation, they say the operating system is Macintosh operating system, or in short terms, Mac OS. When it comes to the mobile devices, they are referring it as the iOS, right? So anyway, Apple or the Macintosh or the iOS is considered to be the what we call the most expensive operating system in the world, right? So like, and again, even though we can install Windows for several different computers, like for several different computer brands like HP, like Dell, like Lenovo, and all these things, Apple is the device, is an operating system. Macintosh is an operating system which is only installed into your Apple devices, right? Or like the Apple branded devices. They are not allowing others to install the Apple operating system or like the Macintosh operating system to any other devices. So if you want to experience the Macintosh, you have to purchase a Macintosh or like an Apple device, right? It can be a phone or tab or laptop or a desktop, right? Anyway, it is with the device, right? We won't be able to purchase it separately. Windows, we can purchase it separately and we can install it to the computers that we want. So in that aspect, Windows is a very flexible operating system because we can install it on several different computers. When it comes to the Macintosh, it's kind of a prestige, right? And again, in the other hand, Macintosh has way advanced technologies and advanced softwares comparing to the Windows, but it is not very much popular in Sri Lanka nowadays. It is getting popular, but still Windows operating system holds a big part of the market, right? So other than the Windows and Apple, it is Ubuntu and Android. Actually, the Android is the one which is penetrating the mobile devices, right? So before the iOS hit on the market, it is the Android which was widely used in mobile devices as a very interactive and very user-friendly operating system. Even nowadays, the competition is in between Android and the iOS. So they are like competing with each other to provide much better, much attractive experience to the users. Again, Ubuntu is considered as an operating system which we can purchase for free, or like we don't need to pay for that. We can just install it. But when it comes to the Ubuntu kind of an operating system, it is based on Linux operating system. So it is not very much user-friendly as Windows operating system, right? But still, they are giving a very good competition for the Macintosh and Windows operating systems. So for that reason, this Windows and Mac OS people, or like the Microsoft Corporation and the Apple Incorporation, tend to provide some facilities free of charge to their users, right? Because like it is the way that they are holding their market with them, right? Android, again, it is operating system developed by the Google Incorporation, which is free and open source, and anyone can have it. So anyone can have means anyone can use it for free, but no one owns that. It's owned by the Google Incorporation, right? And when it comes to the Linux operating system, there is an owner for that, right? But you can use it without paying for them, right? And Hantana Linux, it is something developed by, it is again a Linux-based operating system, which is developed by the Peradeniya University Information Technology faculty. So they were building this like from my school days, right? Like early 2000s, like on today. If I got a chance, I'll show those things to you about the Hantana Linux as well. And we are using an operating system which is developed by the Education Ministry of Sri Lanka, which is called the Isuru Linux, right? So this Mahindyodaya Vidyagara project contains the computers which has this Isuru Linux plus Windows operating system, right? So anyway, what you have to remember is like when it comes to the operating system, there are two types of operating systems, which is licensed operating systems and free and open source operating systems, right? So the licensed operating system, you have to pay and take, and free and open source operating system, you don't need to pay for that. You can use it. So operating system is a main factor for the devices to be expensive in price. Right? Then over Windows තියන OS එකක් ඊළඟට iOS එක තියෙන Macintosh තියෙන device එකක් ගන්නකොට මිල වැඩි වෙන්නත් Android devices ඕගලන්ට අඩු මිලකට purchase කරගන්න පුළුවන් වෙනත් හේතුව තමයි the operating system. Right? Okay, so before I proceed to the types of operating systems, I'll show you the Windows operating system, the Windows 11. Tesandu, Windows 10 is not here because this was published way before Windows 10 is here, right? Then ඊළඟට syllabus change වෙලා එන වෙලාවක Windows 10 and 11 will be here, right? Okay, so here's a small video about Windows 11. If you have seen it, it's going to be a refreshing moment for you, and for the people who don't watch that, it's going to be a new experience, right? Let me share that. Give me a second. Yeah, here we go. All right, so yes, Suzu.
Have you found something in the room?
Okay.
What is it?
No, I didn't find anything, Suzu. Right, and this shows you the Windows evolution, right? So how it is being changed.
I want to sit down.
Right, so
Daddy, let me sit down. Hit it. Daddy, I'll put you down. Okay, I want to sit down.
Suhara, I missed you. Right, see how the windows start, right? And see where it ends. Version 1.01, 1985. Windows 2.0 in 1987. This is 3.1.
YouTube.
And this is Windows 95, the first operating system that I used. Then Windows XP. Yeah. And this is Windows Vista. And here comes Windows 7. And here comes Windows 8. And 8.1 and as well as Windows 12. I'm sorry, Windows 10. Then after Windows 10, Windows 11. So like we see, right? So you can see how it was being evolved, right? There are very nice videos, which is a little bit lengthier for you to see regarding the Microsoft Windows operating system. So let's see how the Mac OS are being evolved. Right, and yeah, let me take a small video. Yeah, I think this is, yeah, hope this is good. This is the OS X, the very first Macintosh operating system. 2.1. QuickTime Player was a very famous player on our days. You can see how the graphics are being evolved. Time period, right? Like compare it to the Windows operating system, they are like much better graphic experience with the library. That is when the Siri has been introduced. Remember, this is supposed to be the latest one. I have experienced one of these. Oh no, there is no. Right. So that is how the Macintosh are being involved, right? Let's see how the Android goes. That is a bit lengthier. Android. Yeah. Let's experience this from here. Android 1.0 in 2008, not very long ago. Right, so Cupcake, and you know they are using these foods starting from in the alphabetical order. So this is donut, Android 1.6. 2.1 Eclairs. And this is Froyo 2.2. This is Gingerbread. Honeycomb. Yeah, ice cream sandwich 4.0. Jelly beans. Again, you can see how the user-friendliness and the sharpness of the icons are being evolved. Lollipop is 5.0. Marshmallows. Yes. Oreo. 2017. Yeah, 9 is the Pi, right? 2018 version, that is the latest, as I remember. Right, so that is how it has been evolved. So like Android is kind of a very fast moving operating system, like rapidly developing operating system comparing to the other two, right? Okay, so let's simply write about this, then we can go for the types of the operating systems. So yeah, have this heading, introduction to the several operating systems, and you will definitely write the very first point, Microsoft Windows operating system. And yeah, the very first line. And the examples for this, please add Windows 10 and Windows 11. And this, yeah, this latter part as well. Let me know when you are done, people. Okay, it seems one is done. How about others? Ravindu, yeah, Ravindu, most probably like this Ceylon Linux Private Limited. I really have no idea about that particular company, but maybe it is the co-founders or the founders maybe from the Peradeniya University. ඒගොල්ලොම ෆෝම් කරපු කම්පැනි එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන් සමහර විට. Right. Then number 2, Apple Mac operating system. Yeah, that little part needs to be copied, people. Plus this Ubuntu one as well. Ravidu, Hantano Linux, like as per my knowledge, anyone can use that because it is based on English. So like it is used in Sri Lanka, like not very famous, but anyone can use that, right? Okay, one is done. How about others?
Still
So
writing,
I'll
sir.
go one line upward, and please copy these 2 lines as well, people. So it is done. Pehara, it is like this doer. We can install several different operating systems into a computer. So which we say like dual boot operating system kind of things. So when we install different kinds of operating systems, when our computer boots up, it asks a question from us, which operating system that we need to boot up, right? So they just pop up a particular menu before the operating system get loads, asking you got 2 operating systems in your hard disk, which operating system that you need to use. So in that point, we can choose what to be used. If we are not using any of the things, by default, they will pick a one. Like usually it is like the topmost operating system on the list, right? So then go on like that manner. And anyway, it is going to be the same storage, right? Then අපි file එකක් හැදුවොත් හිතන්නකො Windows වලින් file එකක් හදලා අපි Linux operating system එකක් තියාගෙන ඉන්න කියලා Linux වලින් ගිහිල්ලා Windows වල හදන operating system එක අපිට දකින්න පුළුවන්. සමහරලාට open කරගන්න බැරි වෙන්න පුළුවන්. But we can see that because it's the same hard disk that we are referring. Right? Right, one is done. How about others? Yes, can we move forward? Okay, Udamya, keep writing, keep writing. Okay, can we move forward, people?
Yes, sir.
Right. So I'm going to show you how this Linux operating system has been evolved, and it is very interesting to see, right? Let's see this. Ravindu, are you still writing? Okay, hold on. Let me show you the things. Okay, do it quickly. Okay, Ravindu, that's great. That's great. Yeah, hold on. It has kind of very lengthy videos, but I'll just show you the things, right? Yes, Ravindu. There are like many type of things like Garuda is there, Carbon is there, right? Different kinds of things are there.
This is Joe. Say hi, Joe. Hi. He's a project manager. A great one, I might add. Yeah.
It's not often that we get Linux distros created by major tech companies that are released to the public, but Clear Linux is one such thing.
One that I was expecting. People, hold on. Yeah, we'll go by this. This is Zorin OS. Hold on, I need to clarify whether this is.
This is the all-new Zorin OS 16.
Hold on a second, like I need to be sure whether it is like relating the yeah, it's Linux text. Yes. Yeah. Now look at this paper.
The system that is loved by millions is now reborn with stunning new features, impressive improvements in design, and a whole new world of apps that will transform how you experience your computer. I've been using Zorin OS 16 for a month now, and this has blown my mind. Zorin 16 is the product of the best of open source tech we have today and excellent innovation and execution by Zorin developers. It has emerged as the better option for Windows and Mac users on so many different levels. Even for existing Linux users, Zorin OS 16 brings so many exciting things to the table. So let's jump right in and have a look at what's new, the big changes, the performance, the new software library, and the ultimate feature set that makes Zorin OS 16 possibly the best computer operating system today. Starting off with the user interface. This is where Zorin OS 16 brings many
You can
refinements
see,
and polishing
like,
touches.
it's
While
very
this desktop
advanced,
was
right?
already fantastic,
not
this new
that
update,
boring.
it just ups the game
They
with
are working
refinements
with
in the
open
theme,
source.
in desktop animations,
The only
and
thing
few
is
new
it's little
things
bit,
that together make it all so
alien
good
for
on the
us.
eye. Zorin OS features a modified GNOME desktop. The desktop is super clean and looks gorgeous right out of the box. This desktop layout is familiar to everybody, and this makes it really easy for even Linux newcomers to start using Zorin. One look at the screen and you just know where everything is and how to navigate this system. We get the
Ravindo,
Windows
I'll come to
7
your
layout
question.
here, which is probably the best desktop interface till date. This menu here is really organized, and this quick search is a gem for productivity. Favorites are pinned here for quick access, and then there's the tray with quick controls and a calendar. Three things make Zorin desktop outstanding: simplicity, subtlety, and elegance. The theme has been improved with a subtle gradient color scheme which adds a premium touch to everything. And this is available in 6 different flavors, so there's something for everybody. All the applications here look uniform and polished with this theme. Zorin Appearance lets you choose from 4 different pre-configured layouts which are just as refined. All the major desktop layouts are available here and are activated with a single click. This makes Zorin perfect for you no matter what your desktop.
Yeah, so it's better you search and seek, right? So that is how the Linux-based softwares are being developed, right? So Tesandu, it's like this. When it comes to the customizable part, user friendliness gattama, then after like lot of softwares are still based on this Windows and the Macintosh, mostly on Windows. Because Windows is widely used when but nowadays the other things are like making in the way that the same particular software can be used inside those as well, right? And I'm pretty sure one day, right, like very soon, the open source platform will penetrate these license platforms, right? Then Google kati egolange cloud OS එක experiment කරගෙන introduce කරන්න ඉන්නේ. So ගොඩක් වෙලාවට Google operating system එක free of charge දෙන්න පුළුවන්, right? Then Chromebook එකක් පාවිච්චි කරනකොට you can experience how the Chrome OS is, but it's going to be way far more better when it comes to the Google OSs, right? So things can be changed into a better one, right? People, just give me a second. Right, so it is like that, people. So we'll move to the other part, which says the type of operating system. And Tesandu, to answer to your question, one complete කරන එක ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ඉස්සරහට තව අවුරුදු 5ක් 6ක් විතර වගේ යනකොට operating system එක ගොඩාක් companies free of charge issue කරයි, right? And later they are trying to have revenue from other things like from the softwares, from the user-friendly platforms, right? ඒ වගේ දේවල් වලින්, right? So it's going to be like that. And Ravindu, you are asking about like Linux is using to do the hackings, right? Yeah, since Linux is a complex operating system and can do like many different things, it can be one of the things, Ravindu, right? මොකද ඒක open source නිසා, it is a very good software to understand how operating system really works. But when it comes to the Windows and all these things, we won't be able to see inside the operating system because the code is not public to everyone. So maybe because of that, some are like categorizing it good for hacking and good for learn hacking, right? So like not because it is being built for hacking, right? It is done by like very helpful people around the globe to have something free of charge. So that will be that can be used in that particular purpose as well, right? Okay, so when it comes to the types of operating system, we are like dividing majorly those into 4 parts: single user operating system, multi-user operating system, multitasking operating system, and real-time operating system. So most of these things, with our computer, we have used most of these things. Like single user operating system, actually these things are not, we are not using nowadays, but earlier with the computer, we were using this kind of things, single user operating system, right? MS-DOS, right? So like if you want to experience it, open your Windows computer and type CMD and take the command prompt. So this is the way, right? The old computers were using Microsoft, right? The taskbar එකකුත් නැහැ, just a black screen and this bunch of letters. So we have to type particular commands, right? Now, if I type something called dir, so this is the output regarding that dir command. So dir is used to show the directories or the folders in this particular folder. So I'm inside C, user folder, users folders, user folder, right? So I can change my disk by typing several different commands. Now I'm in the D drive, right? So like now you can see in my D drive, there are these different kinds of folders, Amma, Anula, likewise these things. So like if I type dir over here, it will show those things. See, these files and the folders. Files will be shown with the extension and the folders will be shown just by the name, right? So earlier, before the Windows is developed with a graphical user interface. Graphical user interface means the interfaces that we are using today, right? The computer was like this, which is given by with the Microsoft disk operating system, right? So we have to remember, right? And or else we have to like go through here and there and see what is what these things are. Tesandu, Huawei was using the Android system, but for some particular conflicts, Google Corporation has discontinued using the Android operating system for them. Then after they build a particular operating system for their devices, and now I think the problem has solved, and now Huawei devices are coming with the Android operating systems again. But still, it was a good point for them to change for a new operating system. But still, Linux wage Huawei ke tibba operating system එක එච්චරම user friendly නෑ, right? So like they have to work from the beginning, right? But it's a good start anyway, right? Tesandu are me payne එක me CMD එක ගැන නේද අහන්නේ? Screen එකේ පේන දේ නේද? Right. Tesandu මෙතන පේන්න තියෙන්නේ මේ මම අරගෙන තියෙන CMD command prompt එක කියලා අපි කියන්නේ ඕනම Windows computer එක අපිට මේක දකින්න පුළුවන්. මේකේ පෙන්නන්නේ අපේ computer එකේ තියෙන file system එකම file set එකම අපිට මෙතන commands විදිහට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. අපිට programs on කරගන්න බෑ. මුල්ම දවස්වල මේ Windows operating system එක තිබුණේ MS-DOS කියලා, Microsoft disk operating system එක කියලා. So ඒකේ දේවල් පෙන්නපු විදිහ තමයි පුතේ මම මේ පෙන්නන්නේ. විතර අපි මොකක් හරි command එකක ඒ commands අපි දැනගෙන ඉන්න ඕනේ. right? මේ dir කියලා type කරාම එන්නේ ඒකට අදාළව තියෙන command එක. right? එතකොට ඒ directory එකේ තියෙන දේවල් ටික පෙන්නනවා. ඒ වගේ ඕකේ තව ගොඩක් complex commands තියෙනවා. අපි දැන් DOS පාවිච්චි කරනවා වෙන දේවල් වලට. කියන්නේ Windows වල සමහර දේවල් run කරගන්න, but not for the not as an operating system, right? Okay, so single use operating system, one of the example is MS-DOS. Why it is called single use operating system? Because when we have the CMD, only myself will be able to work with this single use operating system, right? So when it comes to the multi-use operating system, it is considered as the server operating system or the multi-use operating system, right? The server operating system එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ we can install that operating system into a one particular computer and configure it as a server, right? Server එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ it is another computer which has the ability of providing an operating system service or some other services to other computers, right? We use these things in with a network, right? Network එකක් ඇතුලේ server computer එකක් place කරලා තිබ්බම ඒ server computer එකට access කරන්න පුළුවන් අනිත් computers වලට, right? So server computer is the one who maintains and who holds the operating system and the other applications. Other computers, we call them the client computers. Client computers does not have any what you call the applications and operating systems inside it. Instead of that, it is connecting to the server and having the service from that, right? Ravindu, are you mentioning about the multi-use operating system? Single user, okay. Single user it is simple. Ravidu, single user operating system means this kind of an operating system, which is like Microsoft DOS, right? So you can only one user can use that, and only one task can be done at a time, right? So when it says single user, it means only one user can use that particular operating systems, right? So multi-user, that's the opposite of it. Many of the users will be able to use that operating system, right? Now, if you think about a cloud operating system like Google Drive, right? Google Drive is not a cloud operating system, but if you think the drive as an operating system, then make operating system එකක් කියලා හිතුවොත් මම මේකේ document එකක් share කරොත් ඕගොල්ලොත් එක්ක everyone can work on that document at the same time. So if this is a one particular operating system accessed by many users, so it is called multi-user operating system, right? Then the next one is multitasking operating system, like the Windows, right? So like in Windows, now if you can see, I have started several different programs in my taskbar. So each and every program is named as a task, right? So I'm doing several different tasks. Actually, my operating system performing several different tasks simultaneously at the same time, right? So because of that, it is called multitasking operating system, right? And real-time operating system, it is something like responding instantly for our input or our request, right? So now once we are like, when it comes to the operating system that we are using in our computers, it is not responding instantly, right? පොඩි වෙලාවක් යනවා අපි word එක open කරගන්න කිව්වොත් it takes some time to get open, right? But if you think about an ATM machine, if we withdraw our money, instantly our account balance will be updated. If we deposit money through the deposit machine, instantly our account balance will be increased, right? And if you think about what we call the air traffic control system, it is instantly responding, right? If you think about a ground processing system, a GPS system, instantly it is responding. It takes the data about the traffic ahead and let us know, okay, this is the best way that you can use to reach your destination, right? So those kind of operating systems are called real-time operating system, right? So they have given the examples like ATM machine and the calculators. In calculators, yeah, even though like we could like the things that can be done are limited, we could do the things in a very instant manner, right? අපි නේද calculation එකක් ගත්තොත් අපිට ඒ මොහොතේම ඒ instant එකේම උත්තරේ හම්බෙනවා. So they took it as an example, but it is not a very good example for that, right? But the OS which is running on the ATM machines, yeah, it's a solid example, right? Okay, so before we move to the services of an operating system, let's quickly go through this, right? So have this topic, types of operating systems. Right, then yeah, you may have this based on the functionality of the operating system. It will be classified into 4 categories. Write it like that, based on the functionality of the operating system. It will be classified into 4 categories. Right? Right, so after that full stop, and then you are going to write this single use operating system. So the explanation and the example. Okay, let me know when you are done, people. Okay, one is done. How about others? So I'll keep this. And regarding the multi-user operating system, yeah, of course you have to copy that. Okay, are we done, people? All right, one is done. How about others? Let's move little by little upwards, otherwise we won't be able to catch up. Right, yeah. Regarding multitasking, you have to copy it down, as well as like once it is done, you can move to the real time as well, right? So those are some simple sentences. So please. Okay, right. So moving to the real time, complete that as well. Okay, people, if you are done with this, you can disconnect for today, right? I'm going to end the session from this point, right? So by next week, we are going to talk about the services of an operating system. Even though the content is big on there, we can go through very quickly because it is just explaining a very big in manner. So we'll just go through these things with a very simple manner. So we can go through the important or write down the most important facts regarding that. Otherwise, we have to interact with a very smaller kind of things, right? So get ready. Most probably within 2 more weeks, we will be able to get down with this lesson. All right. So I'm going to end the session from here for today, right? Since it is this is a theory lesson, I know it will be taking a little bit lengthier writing for you to do. So hold up, right? It's going to end soon, right? Okay, so I'm going to meet you on next week for the very same time, right? So until then, have a very nice weekend, people, right? I will be here until you are done with this. People who have completed, you can disconnect, right? Thank you very much, everyone.